If I had to move here myself right now in 2026, I already know exactly where I would land. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly where that is and why. I'm not just going to give you a list because the truth is Surrey isn't one market. It is like 8 completely different cities that happen to share a border. And picking the wrong one for your life, your budget, your timeline can cost you big. So whether you're a family looking for the best schools, an investor hunting for the upside, or someone who just wants space, community, and a home you're proud of, this video is for you. Stay to the end because I've got one neighborhood that is seriously flying under the radar in 2026 and I don't want you to miss it. Let's start with the one that most people don't lead with, Surrey City Centre. And I want to be real specific about who this is for. So if you're young, newly married, just moved in together, no kids yet, and your life still involves going into Vancouver regularly, that could be for work, for dinner, for the weekend, then Surrey City Centre deserves a serious look. Here's why. When you look into Surrey, that's where the Surrey City Centre is. And here's why you need to look into this area. The King George SkyTrain station, it all goes from here. That's the SkyTrain line, right? This station puts you directly on the Expo line. Vancouver you can reach under 40 minutes. No car, no parking, no Sunday night highway anxieties. Just get on the train and reach Vancouver within 40 or 45 minutes. And in this area, you're gonna see a whole lot of high-rise condos or the low-rise condominium buildings. There is a lot of choice available. And the condo market here is generally one of the most accessible entry points into home ownership in the lower mainland right now. You are getting newer builds, some with great amenities, rooftop patios, gym, concierge service, and that is at a price point that Vancouver or Burnaby simply cannot touch. Now, Surrey City Centre is evolving. There's been significant investment happening along the 104 corridor. Lot of high-rise towers are coming in this whole stretch over here, right? And you will see a lot of towers by Bosa and other famous developers in whole of this area. Over here is the hub where you're gonna see good choices available. The Surrey Civic Hotel is over here. The Surrey City Centre shopping area is in this area. SFU campus is here. And you will feel the energy is totally different from what it was years ago. It is becoming a proper urban center. Is it Yaletown? No. But it is well connected. It just gives you a similar feeling like Yaletown and at a much cheaper cost. And here's the thing I tell every young couple who come to me. If they have to regularly transit to Vancouver, they like shopping, eating, traveling to Vancouver again and again, this is the place where they should buy because it is very well connected to Vancouver. And the new SkyTrain extension is also happening up to Langley. So it is a very connected pocket. So let's get out of Surrey City Centre and I will take you another pocket where I would move if I had a family, right? And that one is the Grandview Heights area in South Surrey. If I'm raising a family and I've got kids who are going to school, this is the pocket I would choose. And I will even tell my own sister to move into this pocket. Here's why. It is newer, like genuinely newer. Most homes are post 2000 built, which means you're not walking into a home that needs a whole lot of renovation before it even feels livable. The streets are clean, much wider. The properties are well maintained and there's a real community feel here which you don't always get in newer developments. The schools in this area of Grandview Heights are just amazing. I'm talking about Grandview Heights Secondary School. And here you're gonna see the private school which is called the Southridge if you want to send your kids to a private school. And the Sunnyside Elementary School is right over here. So this pocket is touching the Highway 99, which is a quick connector to Vancouver, Surrey, Richmond, or whichever area you want to travel to. Since this area is so premium, the property prices are much higher than any other neighboring areas. So detached homes are sitting here anywhere starting from 1.5 million and they're going up to 3.5 million. The premium price over here is justified just because, as I mentioned, there are some great schools available, right? And also there's an aquatic center over here. There's a big mall over here, a lot of shopping, eating. You know what? It's a very lively community. So if you're raising a family and you got the money, I would suggest move to Grandview Heights. Okay, so now let me take you to my favorite part where I live currently with my family, and I've been living over there for more than 15 years, and I will tell you why. So let's backtrack and come back to the Surrey over here, and you're gonna see a very small pocket over here which is called Sunshine Hills. It is not in Surrey, but it is touching the Surrey border, right? It's a very small pocket of North Delta, very prestigious pocket. Most people only look inside Surrey's border, but just over that line in North Delta is this family neighborhood. I'm just stepping outside Surrey for a second because I'm being completely honest with you, and I'm always am. One of the best family neighborhoods near Surrey is technically not in Surrey. You are just minutes away from all the amenities which are in Surrey. So this area has its own vibe. It is much quieter, more family oriented, very much community focused. This is another pocket other than Grandview Heights which is great for families. Schools over here are strong. So you're gonna see Sunshine Hills Elementary, and here is the Pinewood Elementary, and this Siakam Secondary School is very famous, which has a solid academic reputation and a cluster of elementaries that parents in this area want to set their kids into. So it is a kind of a neighborhood where kids still ride bikes to school, where neighbors know each other's names. And here is the Watershed Park. This is a big one. You have got one of the most beautiful natural green spaces in all of Metro Vancouver. Literally, that is in your backyard. Old grown trees, hiking trails. You're gonna see people doing horse riding. So you get the kind of outdoor access that people in Vancouver pay a fortune to be near. In Sunshine Hills, it's just right there. So highway access in whole of this area is just excellent. You are close to Highway 91, and here is Highway 10, and you are also closer to the Highway 17. So whichever direction you want to go to, it is very convenient. You want to go to the airport, you want to catch the ferry, you want to cross the border, everything is just 10 to 15 minutes from here. Sunshine Hills puts you at the hub of it without putting you on a loud arterial road. This is a rare combination. Now price wise, Sunshine Hills is competitive with Grandview Heights and Fraser Heights. You are in the detached market, mostly single family homes. So in this area, you're gonna find mainly detached homes, single family homes. There's a very small townhouse complex and only one condominium complex in whole of Sunshine Hills. Most of the homes over here are older. You will hardly find anything newer. Most of the new homes are being built recently after demolishing the older ones. Here's what I tell families who come to me who are deciding whether they should move to Grandview Heights or to Sunshine Hills. It often comes down to one question. Do you want newer homes, I mean newer finishes, or do you want more land and a park in your backyard? Because Sunshine Hills has only got older homes, but it is a much better community and neighborhood as compared to Grandview Heights. Grandview Heights will only give you newer homes. I know the schooling is great, but that becomes your personal choice. Now let me take you to another neighborhood, but this one is a little different. So that is Fraser Heights. This is just on the other side of Highway 1. Fraser Heights is established. It is not the newest neighborhood. You have got mature trees, bigger lots, more space on the property that you would ever get in a subdivision which is newly built. The vibe over here is quiet, safe, and slightly more elevated. Families who buy in Fraser Heights tend to stay for a much longer time, and when they do sell, they sell it at a very good price because there is genuine demand from buyers who have been watching that neighborhood for years. I'll be honest, if I was buying purely for long-term equity and if I'm done with the moving, then I would be picking Fraser Heights because this is one of my shortlist areas. The lots, the established field, the resale track record. This area is just very similar to Grandview Heights. Okay, now let me take you to another neighborhood where smart buyers are getting ahead of the SkyTrain, and that is the Fleetwood area. This is where the strategic play is happening right now. Fleetwood and Clayton, these two neighborhoods sit right in the path of the Surrey Langley SkyTrain extension. As you can see on the map, this is Fleetwood and this is Clayton. The SkyTrain at this moment is up till here. So the SkyTrain will be running through this Fraser Highway. That's where the extension is happening, and this SkyTrain line will be ready by 2029. Every time a new rapid transit line opens, the neighborhoods along the corridor see quite a bit of price appreciation. That is not opinion, that's history repeating itself again and again. So Fleetwood and Clayton are townhouse heavy. Lot of younger families, first time buyers, investors who want to hold for the long term gains over here, they are buying in this pocket. The price point here is more accessible than Grandview Heights or Fraser Heights, which is exactly why buyers who understand this market are getting into it now. The SkyTrain extension is expected to bring new retail, more density, more walkability to this corridor. What that means for you is, if you buy today, you are buying much before then the prices get inflated after the SkyTrain opens. So this window won't be open for long. And especially if you're a condo buyer, not looking for a townhouse or a detached home, I want to add one more option to your list. Clayton has solid condo market, newer mid-rise product that is generally good value. But I would also send you to look at Langley City. People underestimate Langley City for condos. The product is newer, the price is competitive, the lifestyle amenities, the restaurants, the shop, walkability, everything is such awesome over here. And with the SkyTrain extension heading towards Langley, buying a condo in Langley is a very strategic play. You are buying before the train arrives. That is a position you want to be in. Real quick, if you have gotten value from this, just stick around because I've been promising you a hidden gem neighborhood and I'm going to get there very quick. But before that, I want to show one more pocket which is mainly for lifestyle buyers. You need to discover the Ocean Park area, which is very next to the White Rocky. So this whole area is South Surrey. It is a very prestigious pocket. So you have got a village commercial strip, you have got Crescent Beach nearby, and the established homes here have got West Coast feel. The buyer here is different. You are not always getting the young growing family. You are getting the move up buyers, the downsizers who still want space, a person who values lifestyle over square footage, and they are willing to pay for it. Prices in Ocean Park can run well above the Surrey average. We are often talking high seven figures. The prices in this area is anywhere from bare minimum 2 million and going up to $7 or $8 million. But hey, it's a different product for a different lifestyle. And for the right buyer, it is everything. So since I promised you a hidden gem, so when you come to this area, it's called Panorama Ridge, and right this pocket right over here is called the Boundary Park area. You need to walk this side and check it out. Wider streets, premium homes. It is just an amazing community. And on this side as well of the Highway 10 is also Panorama Ridge. You're gonna see houses sitting in this area which are on 1 acre plus lots. Bigger houses. I can definitely say that they are not all new. There are many homes which are older, but you're gonna see a lot of new houses are coming up in this area. But this area is also in super demand, very expensive. One thing to keep in mind is that if you're buying on this side, then you need to have a car because nothing is walkable. The only walkable thing is the trails and parks and whatnot. Otherwise, you have to drive to North Delta or to Surrey if you want any groceries or any other mall you have to go to. You have to drive. So here's the summary. Grandview Heights is for families, schools, and the lifestyle is premium. Fraser Heights is an established area. You're gonna get bigger lots, homes where people want to live forever. Fleetwood and Clayton, it has got the SkyTrain upside. It's an investor's play. You can buy in that area and see your money go up in value pretty soon. Ocean Park has got a West Coast lifestyle. Sunshine Hills, which is a premium pocket very next to the Surrey border, great for schools, amazing properties, walking trails, the Watershed Park. Every single one of these is a real market with real buyers. The question is which one fits your lifestyle. If you want to sit down, go through your numbers or figure out these areas and much more, you can give me a shout. My number is in the description below. And before you go, I've got 2 more videos that you're gonna love.